Sneak peek at the power poles. They are installed, but in this episode we're going to finish up this wiring, and this pump is here, but I've taken the battery out of its place and I need to get everything hooked up as far as the current. So we're going to take this and coil it. This is the one that goes up front. We're going to take this one and coil it, and it'll hook into this battery right here. And we're going to get all of this clean, zip tied, fastened to the back wall. I'll just give you a quick explanation of what I'm doing, and then I'll let the time lapse run. So there's two wire leads that come off of the charger. Those need to have ring connectors on them. I use all heat shrink, and those will get attached to the battery directly. There's a power lead that comes off the power pole pump, and there's a power lead that comes off of the water pump, and both of those also have grounds. So the grounds go directly to the grounding block, and the lead from the power pole pump goes to the switch, that red switch that mounts to the back wall there. And the water pump goes to the power lead coming from the dash for the switch, which is labeled Livewell 2, but the builder ran the wire and just left it. I'm not going to put in another Livewell pump, so I'm going to use that switch for the saltwater washdown. Anyway, that's it. Pretty simple. And then all these wires all come together and need to be zip tied, and you just want to make sure that nothing moves. If everything is nice and snug and there's no chance for it to rub or chafe the insulation on the wires, you won't have a problem for many years, and that's the objective here. And it's always nice to make it look neat and clean. So that's what I'm doing. Enjoy. Could not find in the instructions, and reading comprehension is actually not my thing at all in any way, but it's actually written on the hose. So right here on this hose it says up, and it's blue, and this is blue. This hose is written down. So it took me a while. I wanted to make sure. I mean, it seemed obvious, but I just wanted to make super sure. So we got down. Pull this red off. And screw this right here. And up. unscrew this right here. And I need to go get some wrenches to tighten this, but I can at least deal with all of this hose. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. This is done. So let's just start on one side and I'll just explain everything and work my way around. So, on-off switch, grounding block. This is the power pole breaker right here. Tap that into the on-off switch. All the grounds come down. They go right along this pipe hose, and you got the positive. On the positive is the charger, the bilge pump, and the main line that comes off of here. And over here on the negative is the charger, the main negative, the negative on the bilge pump, because the bilge pump is wired right to the battery. It completely bypasses any of this in case there's a problem. And there's one other, the lead that comes down to the grounding block. And then we've got the charge, which is back there against the wall, and you can access the side of it that has the buttons. The PowerPole 1 pump is mounted right in front. There's plenty of clearance, and nothing touches. And then the water pump, and I used the water pump hoses to kind of support some wires. I made a great big loop. Probably could have gone tighter, but didn't need to. That's the PowerPole hoses. There's 4 of them. They loop right around here, and this is the outlet for the saltwater washdown. And then everything goes up through the deck, right through here. And we've got 1 set of hoses and 2 right here, 2 sets of hoses. So this compartment is done. I haven't filled the power pole with fluid yet, but I want to get this charge going. I mean, that was the point of this whole video, is to finish up the charge. And what I need to do is hook it up to the 36 volt. So that'll be next. This is pretty amazing. We're gonna just hook these wires up to there. Let me flip this upside down. $76 amp hours. 76 amp hours. And the trolling motor battery amp hours is configuration. I don't understand. So battery type is AGM and it's 76. Oh, maybe it updated it automatically. So let's look again. Oops. I keep doing that. Configure power pole charge. Cranking battery, AGM 76. Trolling battery, lithium 72. That's all your options. I guess it doesn't care about cranking amps. Okay, so we are configured. Well, this concludes this episode. I could not get the CMonster app to work and consistently show me what was happening with the two batteries. I hope it works better on the chart plotter, but I couldn't make it work. I'm fairly confident that I'm doing something wrong. It just kept timing out. It wouldn't reconnect, and then when it did connect, it wasn't like I caused it to connect. Really strange. Anyway, from what I can tell, the batteries are charging, and I think everything is operating fine. So we'll wrap up this episode, and in the next episode, we do the power poles. So, as always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.